Hey everybody, welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. We have to find the war room, and we have to find the blacksmith. I assume this is the war room. Oh, it's Undercroft. Okay, so Undercroft must be the blacksmith. I could be wrong.
Now, what did they make down here, and what can I make?
No, this is definitely the blacksmith. Okay, hear it.
I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime. This place, though, it'll be alright. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
No worries.
Everyone needs time for this transition.
Time won't help. Purpose does. And I got a load of it. Everyone just got a big, hard reason to hate Corypheus. And we already did, but we didn't have a name. You did what you could, I suppose.
Did you bring anything from Haven?
We left in a hurry, but you got into your old place. Save anything?
Family hammer. It's as stupid as it sounds.
I get that.
It's good to be back at work.
And how is everything working out for you here?
How's this place shaping up as a forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted an upgrade, but ever forward.
Okay. Everything functional?
You've got it all up and running.
Your basics, like always. There's space here for, I don't know what. This place was built for something big. It'll be a job to fill it.
Nice. And any thoughts for the Lost?
Have you any thoughts about the people we lost at Haven?
Yes.
Care to share?
No. It hurts and I don't want to spit on your efforts. You saved it, you could. We have to be happy with that.
Yeah, see, because
I'll be back later.
I wasn't fast enough. There was, I think, 2 people that died. There were the 2 people by the fire, and I only saved 1, and there was 1 locked in the house, and I couldn't get in. So that's kind of disappointing. One thing I might do here, we've got all our potions here. We got, what is this? Plan out the design of the castle. What? That's awesome. What do we want here? Could throw a little Dalish in there. I'm not sure if people would like that or not, but go for Eldon, just straight up Inquisition. Or you know what? Let's go Dalish for now. Got beds we can change. We have to unlock these somehow. Same thing. We could change these up. I wonder if they get like offended. But the Inquisition. Oh, Free Marches is pretty cool there. Let's throw up a Grey Warden one. I doubt these have any tangible impact on anybody or anything, but... And Throne, I see? Inquisition Throne. It's very Game of Thrones-y, but it's cool. Oh, that was actually... Okay, cool. Now, one of the things that I've wanted to do for a while is look at maybe crafting some armor or weapons. We have a Masterwork Wave Blade available. It's a tier 2 longsword schematic. Warrior only. We have Drakestone that we could put in. Or we have iron. So these will do... See, this is kind of where I'm trying to figure things out. So this is the damage section. So if it's an offense slot, you get plus 1% to attack. If it's a Drakestone in an offense slot, plus 2% armor penetration, which is actually pretty cool. I just don't know, like, oh, I'm worried about this, actually. So utility, damage. So utility, we've got the blue vitriol. Over here, kind of the same thing. We would have enough. It's just, I don't know, like this Masterwork Wave Blade. Is that something we want to use up? I'm not sure how it works exactly. I'm only going to learn by doing it, really. So let's just do it. We'll throw the Drakestone in. Blue vitriol here. And we could throw, like... We could throw this in for some strength. Oh, these are all actually just strength, so either way, it doesn't really matter. Let's use something we have a healthy amount of. Let's use iron, and let's actually replace this with iron as well. To my understanding, that's... yeah. And we can rename this, so we can say, I don't know what we want to name this thing. Let's call this thing Dark Souls. See what happens. Okay, cool. So it doesn't just use up the recipe. We can kind of create as long as we have materials. Cool. I'm actually happy about that. In terms of staffs, though, I don't know if there's anything better. Like cold damage, sure. Cotton. Like it's 47 DPS and cold damage. I don't think there's anything better than what we have. So I think I'll just kind of hold up at that point. Do we have... let's see. We have Cassandra. Could probably benefit from it. Dark Souls. It's pretty sick. Yeah. It's pretty good. Is it two-handed, though? It's not two-handed. Ooh, that's dangerous. Let's see. Black Wall. Okay, so because, yeah, we'd have to remove it from her, obviously. Could give it to him with a shield. Just looking at their core stats as well, like they're pretty similar. He's obviously super beefy. Very cool. Well, I've given it to Blackwall, and I'm okay with that, but we need to give him a shield. Can we give you Sorlesian Lion Shield, I suppose, is decent. But look, like that, I'm pretty stoked about that. That's a ton of damage. Like, that's a lot more than we've been dishing out previously. Now, armor, perhaps, is an area that we could do something with. Let's actually take a quick look at the armor that we have on. So, 74... 105, 54, 91. There's other benefits too, but I'm just trying to get like an overview. So there might be an opportunity here. But I don't know, maybe these tier 1s are just kind of crap, I'm not sure. Let's take a look here. So we have cotton. Is this the armor and defense? So I guess primary slot is what I should be looking at here. Maybe I misinterpreted the sword one now that I think about it. Yeah, okay. So ring velvet, medium armor rating. So Evernet wool I could take to get a higher armor rating. And then a defense slot, +2 healing bonus from all sources. Magic defense, magic defense. Electric damage is very specific. So if I go... I like the healing bonus from all sources, but... maybe we take the magic defense. So 73 armor +6 magic defense. Let's craft this. We can rename this to like, Coat of Cotton. Super creative, but you know what? It does the trick, okay? So let's just check this out. Coat of Cotton. Yeah, see, like, it's not even as good. I'm sure, like, it'll benefit other people. But, we're better off going with this enchanter armor. There's some that it will probably help. He's already got that. Vanguard mail we could give to him. Apprentice armor for her. And like we can kind of switch these all out. Here, he can have my coat of cotton. Oh, it's very attractive. Very nice. It's really not. Yeah, it's really not. I think everybody else is kind of set up okay. So it's interesting. Oh, okay, we must earn experience from crafting. Didn't actually know that. Didn't notice that happening to me. But that's okay. So we're doing pretty good in our electricity tree. Static charge, you sheath yourself in lightning while casting spells. Enemies that attempt to interrupt your casting with attacks are struck by arcs that leave them paralyzed. That one, I don't plan on getting hit. Like, I don't like that. You trap enemies in an electricity field that paralyzes those that try to leave. That's what I'm talking about. Let's just rearrange these a little bit. Okay. So what we really need to do is we really need to find those like masterworks or whatever it is, any type of other schematics, really. He doesn't really have much here. In terms of valuables, I got a few things I can sell. These things we will keep. Armor-wise. Does it tell me who... Doesn't... See, I could sell stuff right off of other people's, like, off their bodies. Because it doesn't tell me if it's equipped in here, which is too bad. Can only be attached to medium armors. Let's see if we can modify. So this is all armor. This is what I have, but I have no upgrades available. Let's just see here. It's very interesting how this is laid out. So this is what she has equipped. And I can give her the ram's armor. So, okay. Alright, well, until I get some better schematics, there's not really a whole lot I can do there, I don't think. Unless I'm totally misinterpreting the crafting, but clearly that masterwork thing that we had is way better than anything that we've gotten to this point, so. Let's see who's back here. Oh, she's already got a little office set up, Josephine. Like what you've done with the place.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the highest stakes, and to the death.
The Court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
Dangerously unstable?
Exactly what do you mean? How is it more dangerous than usual?
The Empress is in the middle of a civil war. Her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard, seeks to take her throne by force. Leliana reports that a group of elves has been sabotaging both armies, drawing out the hostilities. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Thedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Celine is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
So, can you warn her, or do you want to keep this from her and just let us deal
Celine
with
know
it?
about the threats against her. Can we send word?
I've sent messages to the Empress, but it's impossible to know if she's received them. We don't have enough sway with the court to arrange an invitation. Perhaps a few more alliances.
Or soldiers.
We need a greater presence in Orlais. And soon.
Okay, so the Orlesian Civil War. Speak with Varric on the battlements. Find the war room. Power required 10 out of 30. Head to the war room to find a way into the Winter Palace. So okay, so that's kind of like our ultimate goal at this point. Let's just take a little look here. Oh my god. Yeah, it's really opened up. It's really opened up. Got to find the war room and recruit an Arcanist at the war table. Okay, that sounds good. Speak with Varric on the battlements, and then work on developing our power in the area to eventually try and intervene in this situation with Empress Celine. Very cool. Okay, so let's go find the war room, and then we can recruit an Arcanist at the war table, I suppose.
Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters. Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
Look, honestly, not my top priority right now. So they'll probably just have to deal with it.
Our allies shouldn't expect luxuries when they sign on to fight the first Darkspawn.
There is a difference between luxury and a building with no holes in the walls. The mages are showing great trust in you. They need to feel safe here.
So... you don't?
Do you not feel safe here?
I've had difficulty forgetting Corypheus's attack on Haven.
That's
Do
fair.
you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
Yeah, I actually do feel really bad about that. I do wish we would have saved more of them.
We lost far too many good people to that monster.
I'm sure they'll find rest with the Maker. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lord. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
Okay. Do you want to maybe take a little break here, Josephine? Take a little stroll?
I'm loath to part from such pleasant company. Would you care to walk the castle with me?
Oh, well, a tour then?
Nice.
Let me fetch the steward.
That isn't precisely what I was hoping for.
Just shut down.
Well, do let me know if you change your mind. Now I must find someone to prepare the guest quarters.
Is she not interested? I can't really tell. Look, I really enjoy our new castle here. Yeah, okay, I can see that the holes in the wall, you know, it is a bit of an opportunity. We'll get to it with time. Okay, it looks like a lot of missions on either side. Let's look at Ferelden. So, Conscript, Falamire, Reclaiming the Mage Rebellion, Gather Coin, Dorian's Request.
Skyhold does seem
Arcanist.
more secure than Haven.
Only if we have the numbers to defend it. A place like this serves no purpose without enough people to make the running worthwhile.
So let's grab the Arcanist if we can. Skyhold has incredible potential for rune crafting and mastercraft smithing, if only we had a gifted mind to gain full benefit. The War and the Venatori have claimed many experts. We've located an Arcanist with great skill and a reputation for humbling first enchanters in both Andrastian and Imperial circles. 2 assassination attempts and at least 1 explosion have made landholders reluctant to allow her passage through their territory. It will take significant effort to bring her from Tanterville, but this Arcanist would be invaluable to the Inquisition. Okay. So, Josephine. Alliance can overwhelm any concern. The owners of where she will travel need only be convinced of the worth of pleasing us. To bar passage, they must know she's there. They will not. Interesting. A full retinue will secure her safety along
I've
the
arranged
Imperial
an accord
Highway.
between the Marquis and the Dowager.
Wonder of wonders. Perhaps they can be useful to us after all.
You know what? I know that typically I would prefer kind of Liliana's stealthy approach, but I think in this scenario having a convoy would really ward people off and hopefully not mess with her. So I'm going to send him out. Okay, that was it. Great. Despite great cost and the concern of more than a few traditional-minded mages, she awaits a meeting with the Inquisitor in the Undercroft. Perfect. Okay, so that was instant. Let's just check the other side before we commit any resources here. Stop Venatori activity in the west, 20 power. Truth or Dare. Exalted Plains, we need 8 power for that. Make contact in Emerald Graves. All of these basically require power on the left. Drop and grab. Okay, this is completed. I wish it would kind of just clear that out, but that's cool. Okay, reports ready for Grand Cleric Iona. I had a productive meeting with revered Mother Anastasia, who is not seeking the Sunburst throne herself, but does not want Grand Cleric Iona to achieve it. They are both from Navarra, so I expect there is bad blood. Either way, a few favors spent, and Anastasia has the power to shut Iona down quite convincingly. The matter is considered dropped, and the revered mother sent us gifts as an expression of her appreciation. Okay. Reports ready for truth or dare. Orders received, will update. Beautiful. To the point. Alright. So, I think we could just start kind of working from the right side here. Keep things somewhat orderly. Let's do a conscription here. That settles it. We face a Darkspawn Magister who commands something that looks suspiciously like an Archdemon. I defy anyone to tell me that this is no blight. We have Blackwall's treaties, and we have cause. Thetis will require little persuasion. Grey Warden influence may loosen even the tightest lips. We need to bolster our forces. Let me conscript more soldiers. Go for it, Cullen.
All right.
Okay. Now let's go up here. Strike a bargain with merchant princes. Inquisitor. The allied merchants of the monarchy of Antiva have inquired whether they can assist us in any fashion. They could provide us with some of the finest goods in Thetis, a powerful boost to our prestige, and spread our influence north. The merchant princes will also attempt to ensnare us in contracts so convoluted that we will be eternally tied to them. If we are interested, we must send our most skilled negotiators. Our diplomats are well respected, and I feel we can come out ahead in the bargain if we are prepared to commit to it. Ambassador Montelier. So we only can send Josephine here. I've chosen a few dozen diplomats to handle the merchant princes. I will, of course, inspect everything we sign myself.
At your service.
Wouldn't expect it any other way, so thank you for handling it. And what about Clan Lavellin? Okay, we do have Liliana that can handle this. So, Dalen, I would not trouble you normally. You have enough on your shoulders fighting ancient Tevinter Magisters while representing your people. Unfortunately, the rifts that plague this land have spread chaos and fear along with them, and many seek to take advantage of it. Bandits are attacking Clan Lavellin. The raiders are well armed and heavily armored, and they come in numbers our hunters cannot match. We'd settled in a small unclaimed valley not far from Wycombe, a safe place with few rifts, but these bandits may force us to seek a new home. If your Inquisition can help, you might save our clan much hardship. These seem too powerful to be mere bandits. My skirmishers can harass their flanks and give the Dalish a true chance to retreat safely while I uncover the truth. Go.
Let's see what we have.
Alright, so they are busy. We don't have any perks. I'll go and I'll meet with this alchemist. Or arcanist, I guess. I wonder why there's the question mark here. Undiscovered? Perhaps it's like near that entrance, but... Cullen is ready to what? That was fast. I think these are like... I think these are over... They're just popping in now, but they're things that we just finished, but I'm gonna confirm. Because we have our active ones over here. Yeah, in progress, in progress. Okay. Now, who is this?
Inquisitor?
The Arcanist has arrived.
You should see for yourself.
Uh-oh. The hell? He brought some weird tools.
Hello there.
Hi. She's a dwarf, I think.
Well, don't just stand there slack-jawed. Let's figure out what you need.
Yeah, can you tell me? Like, first of all,
You're the
who are
magical
you?
advisor.
You're him, the Inquisitor. I'm Dagna, Arcanist Dagna. It's an honor, your worship. Is that it? The hand anchor mark? It's pretty. Reach was pretty too, in a destroy everything sort of way.
Well, welcome to the Inquisition.
I welcome you to the Inquisition and look forward to your contribution.
Me too. I've heard some impossible things. I love impossible things. Those are the best to make, well, possible. I've looked at Herod's devices. Precision is fantastic, but typical. Mundane. Old thinking.
Is what now?
No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but you need a new perspective. I've made adjustments. As long as I keep making them, you can craft just about anything. Almost safely.
Sick. So, what kind of skills do you have? I'm guessing of the magical type.
What is it you do exactly?
I was born to the forge. That's literal in this mythcast. So the hammer and tongue, that's like a heartbeat. But you've a man for that already, and a good one. I'm here because of my passion for magic.
Yeah,
Magical
okay.
study, magical theory, magical enchantment, and through it, the manipulation of masterworks. I studied it all with an objective eye. No secrets, no fears. That lets me apply principles like no other. Maybe one other, but I don't have that wonky of a mind, so I still kind of win.
It's cool. Can you tell me about enchanting a little bit?
What's the story with enchanting?
Lyria is the heart. In certain rational patterns, it beats like something alive. That's how I see it. So, a mage can make your weapons do things, but with the right runes, the right rarities, your toys become wonders. It's the one thing mages can't do. Drives them mad.
Literally, yeah.
Dwarves are resistant, so it doesn't affect us. Mostly.
Okay, that makes sense. Can you make these masterworks that I found?
You have the ability to make exceptional weapons and armor. Masterworks.
There's an art to the forge, as well as enchanting. You need an ear for it. And hands. Eyes, too. Nothing bad to say about Herod on that front. He's wonderful. But there's this little more needed. With the right bits, an edge can be more than an edge. Armor can do more than protect. A hue can be just a bit brighter. In short, smithing can be more.
In short, yeah. Nice.
Another time, Dagna.
Of course. Bring me what you want made, and I'll make sure it goes just right.
I still have questions.
Oh, how are you?
Where did you study?
Where does a dwarf go to study magical theory?
Get out. I asked myself that question for years. Turns out, not in Orzammar. I had to start at a circle.
Interesting.
I had help, though. A Grey Warden, and I am forever grateful. With that sanction, I visited a half-dozen circles. The wonders I've seen. And with an objective eye, I can spot where they overlap. That's a surprise for every teacher. It's a grand tradition, and it works so well with new thinking.
So, did a Grey Warden help you?
You mentioned a Grey Warden who helped you start your studies.
Not any Grey Warden. The Grey Warden. The hero of Ferelden is a hero in Orzammar, too. It's incredible that someone like the hero of Ferelden would stop to help the little people. Literally.
She is going to use that all the time. She must have learned a lot then. Or is this, maybe this warden is somebody we've heard of?
Warden affected you in a special way.
Talk to anyone, they'll say the same. It was a dark time. There was one light. He saved us. He saved me.
Cool.
Your years of study have paid off.
Oh yes, the mage said I brought a valuable perspective. I've even presented my work to the College of Enchanters. I wanted an exchange. The surface could learn about lyrium smithing, and Orzammar would gain knowledge of magic. But now there's no college. And so far as the Shaper is concerned, I'm castless. So you're getting my best work, Inquisitor. Let's make some great stuff.
But you gave up your home.
You gave up so much, left your home. Was it really that amazing?
Yes. I left my home and my family, but I just knew I could be more than a smith. I wish my people weren't stuck in the past, and I regret that my father couldn't imagine another life for me. But I don't regret what I did.
All right, rein it in. You have work to do.
She's
Sorry.
been pretty calm, but
I get carried away when I think of it.
all right, rein it in.
Ready when you need me. Ready for anything, Inquisitor.
So from the note that we read, I feel like it was going to be more difficult to get her to join us, but she seems pretty stoked on it.
You were quick to join the Inquisition. Is there something you want?
How could I waste a chance to get close to you? And Corypheus, my goodness. And actual physical rifts in the Veil. Also, dwarves, we don't dream. So, when mages talk about it, I can only, well, dream what it would be like.
You don't dream at all?
So there's that, and all the things you'll probably find, and what I'll get to make.
That's cool.
The rules are different here. Plus, you're paying me a lot. Like, wow, so much.
There it is. There it is.
What qualifies you to be an arcanist?
I took the title because I'm a magical researcher, philosopher, and master of practical application. And I like it.
It does sound cool.
I can't actually do magic because I'm a dwarf, but that also means no risk of possession. Safer than a mage. It means that every skill I have, I've learned through reason and understanding.
That's cool.
Coming from the Smith caste, I know the value of mastering a craft. Did you know dwarves invented enchanting? Probably.
So you noticed the anchor then?
You seemed impressed by the anchor. What does it look like to you?
I heard what everyone says what you heard Corypheus say. That's a long chain of who said what's. To me, it says key. But keys do a lot of things. Open, lock, switch. Some open one thing, some open everything. It sounds like Corypheus made it to open, but it looks like you can use it to close. It may be that simple.
Yeah, and now temporarily
Sure is
open.
pretty. Wish I could see through it.
Dagna, show me what you can do.
Do you want fire? The first ask is always fire. It's fire, isn't it?
Not gonna
Here's how
lie,
it goes.
wouldn't mind fire.
Bring me the rare stuff for enchanting or masterworks and prep it here, just like normal. Except it's not normal. It's manipulation of primal forces. And I'll make sure it goes just right. You'll see. Let's see together.
Okay, so basically I probably shouldn't have crafted that weapon then. Like, so if I do this again, I mean, electricity, cold, electricity in the primary slots. Let's go with electricity, iron. And then these are utilities, so strength. Actually, you know what? We could just use more. Let's use onyx for these ones. But if I make this... Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I didn't even... Did I see this before? Damn. Hold on. 15% of damage taken over 10 seconds. Fade touched iron, fade touched onyx. I didn't notice that last time. Maybe she just gave us this? Gain 2 guard, which is good. Build up your shield a little bit. 15% of damage taken over 10 seconds. You know what? I think this. Man, I wonder though if I missed that. Okay. Let's call this the Sword of Defense. That sounds stupid, but it is what it is. Okay, so now how do I have an item enchanted? Blacksmith can now craft some truly advanced items. Craft armor, craft weapons, modify weapons, maybe? not actually sure how to do this.
Mind your step for things, Inquisitor.
Nagna, show me what you can do.
Here's how it goes. Bring me the rare stuff for enchanting or masterworks and prep it here, just like... Except it's not. It's manipulation of primal forces. And I'll make sure... I can't wait.
Maybe if I... Okay. Tactician's Renewal. It's unique amulet. So this is where I can, like, respec if I want to. No upgrades for sale. Huh. Maybe we have to actually get one of the runes or something, but I'm not sure. These are all researched already. Well, I'll be honest, I'm a little bit confused here about having stuff enchanted. Crafting. So now I've got these 2 swords, which, I mean, it's great. They're better than what I had, so I'm okay with it. But, yeah, I don't know that that's the approach we want to take yet. Let's give her this for now, and then let's go to Blackwall, who I think is going to be, like, my main guy. Let's give him the Sword of Defense, because I like the additional guard that he can gain. Cassandra, I can give her Dark Souls here. We just need to give her a shield. Okay, but yeah, I do need a little bit of advice here, because I'm not sure how to have something enchanted. Perhaps just missing something?
What do you want?
Any thoughts about our new tenant?
You sure she doesn't own the place? Acts like it.
No offense. It needed work.
And fine work she's done to it. And for you. Don't mind me. Been a lot of change lately. Cheery as sugared flowers she is.
Fair enough.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
Okay, so we've got a couple of... Oh, hold on. The Undercroft, cataloging Skyhold, Undercroft additions. Difficult. To be clear, we can add all the equipment our backs can bear, but structural changes are best avoided. With new walls and such, you need anchors to tie in new stone, which means excavation. And I wouldn't go messing with the Undercroft. Seems like it was built to purpose, whatever that was. The whole keep has settled on top of it. It's weathered some serious heat and pressure. There are spots that feel like the inside of a forge, large spots. No idea what that means. It's as solid as you get, so fill it full of tools and toys, but there's a dwarven name for someone who tries to change an old build like that, sodding fool. Okay. So we've met her, we've crafted some cool weapons with that masterwork stuff. I like that I don't need to attach a masterwork to it, and I can still get a pretty badass weapon. I just don't know how to have something enchanted quite yet. And I'm probably just missing something, to be honest. But I think it must be these runes. But it says no upgrades available, like, oh, I can go here. No, but I don't have any runes. So perhaps that's the first thing I need to do, is actually craft or somehow create a rune or find a rune or something that we would then use. Oh, what do we have here now? Hardened Hightown, Chapter 6. Probably not reading these in order. The estates of Hightown fall into 3 types. The Dwarven palaces and their enclave, huddled around their counterfeit paragon statues for shelter against the onslaught of human ideas that surrounded them. The foreign quarter, where the wealthiest Orlesian and Antivan merchants stay during their twice-yearly visits to criticize the ship captains and shop clerks and accountants in their employ. And the noble mansions where families who can trace their lineage back to Orlesian conquerors and to Winter landlords perch to look down at the rabble of ordinary folk scurrying at their feet. But whoever they belong to, all of the Hightown estates have 2 things in common. A showy front entrance, used when the occupants want to be seen, and a hidden back way when they don't. The servant's door to the Comte de Favre mansion was in an alley hidden by overgrown topiaries. Donin Brenikovich picked the lock while his partner Jevlin, or Yevlin, perhaps, kept an uneasy lookout. They had left their armor at the barracks, but even in civilian clothes, the recruit managed to look like he was wearing an older brother's hand-me-downs. I don't think this is what the captain meant when she said to get evidence, he muttered. The lock clicked and Donnan gently pushed it open. Only a few slivers of light slid through the shuttered windows. Silence hung in the air like a cheap tapestry. Donnan and Jevlin crept through the dark rooms, alert for any sign of servants, but nothing broke the eerie quiet except their footsteps. In fact, there was no sign that anyone had been in the house at all until they found the room whose door had been torn from its hinges. Inside, the Comte lay in a pool of blood, one hand clutching a loaded crossbow, a dagger hilt protruding from his back. It'd be cool to actually read these all in order. Yeah. So anyways, I really need advice on the crafting stuff because I'm kind of not grasping it. I could probably go and read somewhere, but I'd rather just get it straight from the people I trust. I'm going to go back to the war room since a couple things have finished up here, and we'll assign some new tasks and then probably take a little break. But some of these were pretty short, so it's nice because we can cash those in right away. Okay, reports ready. We got some gold. Our operatives harassed the enemy and created enough confusion for the Dalish to withdraw safely to a more defensible area. After investigation, your suspicions were correct. These are bandits in name only. Though they were no colors, they are mercenaries bought and paid for by Duke Antoine of Wycombe himself. It is unclear what caused Antoine to turn on the Dalish, but he should not be trusted. In public, he fully supports the Inquisition, even pledging gold to our coffers, but he has a private agenda currently unknown. I can continue gathering information, but suspicions in Wycombe are high after the bandits ran into trouble, and any sabotage inside the city runs a high risk of detection. Okay. Very interesting. We got 8 minutes left on that one. And I think, is this one a bit longer? Yeah, 36. So the next one we have is a search for the hack writer. Ruffles. First off, you play a mean hand of Wicked Grace. Second, the lead you dug up for me finding this Bellenforth guy in Kirkwall is starting to show some promise. I got my editor to look around for me. She's a Kateri boss, so people tell her things they want. People tell her things whether they want to or not. She tracked down the poor sod carrying the manuscripts out of Kirkwall, and this is where it gets weird. The courier is a magistrate, Lord Werner Camring. The coterie won't touch him with a 10-foot pole. Maybe you could have a polite word with him for me. A magistrate courier. He has to be involved in something else. Let's find out what.
It was unusual. Is he always so blunt?
Yes.
All right, cool. We will take a little break here, and when we return, we will probably venture out of our newfound castle and into who knows what. So we'll see you then. Okay, bye.